We continue our Game 6 news conference with Wake Forest. We are joined by head coach Tom Walter, first baseman Jack Winney, and pitcher Hayden LeFew. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions. Coach.
Thank you. What a great college baseball game that was. Both teams played at a really high level for 9 innings. Game could have went either way. Two great ball clubs. Tennessee threw 3 really good guys at us. Sammy Arvidsson, I didn't expect him to go as long as he did, and he was fantastic tonight. And then obviously Nate Snead, as good as there is. But our guys matched him pitch for pitch. Logan Lunsford was probably the difference for us tonight. He got us 5 innings. He got 2 shutdown innings, so we could keep some momentum in our dugout. And then Reese Bowie got 6 big outs, and then obviously Gunther and LeFew got the last 9 outs. And then give credit to our guys for great at-bats, especially there in the 9th inning. Again, off Nate Snead, great walk by Scanny. Merrick with 2 strikes finds a hole. Kay Lewis with a great bunt. And then, we had the guy up that we want up in those situations, Jack Winney. And so couldn't be happier for Jack. He deserves that at-bat and came through for his teammates. So really well-played game, really proud of our guys, and can't wait to play tomorrow.
Questions? We'll start with Les, front row.
Hey, Coach, you talked about your pitching already. It seems like you showed a lot of patience and confidence with a couple guys. Lunsford, you could have easily pulled the hook on him a little bit earlier, and Bowie, after giving up the 2-run homer, you kept him in to get some action against those left-handers. How important were those decisions?
Well, it's a great point, Les, because when I look back at some of the games we've lost, I feel like we've gotten like 2 outs less from a couple of our guys than I wanted to get. And I have this, usually we have this thing mapped out in our heads how we want this to go. And today we got maybe a couple outs more than we expected. Probably shouldn't have left Lunsford in there to face Fisher. That was in between on that. And, again, Fisher, he's so dangerous. And he didn't miss with 2 strikes and 2 outs. And but Luntz, those 5 innings. And then Reese Bowie, too. I mean, he was a little bit on the ropes, walked a couple guys, but then got us a big out to get us in the dugout there so that we could start gunny clean. And that's a big difference.
Coach, you probably talk about this guy constantly, but Merrick Houston just had a massive day, both games. Kicked off the game with the home run. Jack, if you could help too, because you're one of the hitters in the lineup, and just speak about him. Just talk about how good of a player he is.
Go ahead, Jack.
I've played with Merrick for 3 years now, and he's just someone you got to bet on because you've seen like his growth as a person and as a player. He hit .220 with 4 home runs his freshman year, 2 home runs his freshman year, and then like you just see the growth that he's made. That's a guy you always want up because like he's done all the work to get to where he's at, and he's one of my roommates. He's one of my best friends. Like I just love the kid to death, and I'm super proud of him.
Yeah, and I'll just echo Jack's sentiment. I mean, Merrick, for us to win and advance out of a regional, our good players have to play good, and Merrick and Jack are our best players, and when these guys go, we go. They're the heart and soul of this ball club. So, again, Merrick and how he has played this weekend has been really, really special to watch.
Eric on the left and Wes on the right.
Knowing it's going to be an all-hands-on-deck approach on the mound, like it was today a little bit, how would you assess where you are pitching-wise heading into that, Game 7 on Monday?
Well, thanks to Logan and Matt Dallas, we're in a lot better shape than I thought we'd be in, quite honestly. We'll have Griffin Green fresh, so he'll start for us, and we'll try to get a little bit of length out of him. If we can get as many as, twice through the order, wouldn't be more than that. I learned my lesson today when I tried to get greedy with Lunsford. Won't make that mistake again tomorrow. But hopefully if we can get Griff twice through the order, and that should set us up for the rest of the day. I know we got Luke Schmolke back tomorrow. We're going to have Hayden back tomorrow. Noah and Gunny will have him back tomorrow. But we also got Marston and Lavonis back tomorrow. And Morningstar has been texting me relentlessly for the past 48 hours telling me he's good to go anytime we need him. So, I like the options we have available tomorrow.
Hey, now I'm not sure how many, if anyone this year has struck out those 3 guys in a row like that. I mean, to come out of the pen, how did you feel good about the scouting report you had against those guys? Because that just doesn't happen a lot.
Honestly, biggest thing that was going through my head was throw the ball right down the middle. The pitch column tells me where to throw it, and I do my best ability to throw where that needs to be thrown. We do have a scouting report, And I would say as a closer, I know that my stuff is going to play, and I just go out there and show my stuff. If they hit it, they hit it. If they don't, they don't.
Jack, how difficult is it for a player of your stature to, who's known kind of for the long ball and hitting power, to essentially hold the bat on your shoulders for 4 pitches and take that walk without ever swinging for a chance to win the game?
I was glad to do it. I'll do it again. Obviously, I want to, hit a homer there, or I just want to win the game. I just didn't want it to be my last game wearing a Wake Forest baseball jersey. So whatever it took, I was willing to do it.
Tom, a couple quick things. First of all, Merrick in the ninth, you tried to get him to lay a bunt down. He's been red hot. What went into that decision?
Well, third baseman was back, so it was for a hit. It wasn't. Now with 1 strike, Merrick decided to make it a sack, but with no strikes, it was for a hit. And so he is red hot. But again, I mean, I don't know what guys are hitting off Nate Snead, but it can't be but 100. So I don't care how hot you are. That's a tough at bat for anybody. So again, we just with Cade Lewis and Jack Winay, I just again wanted to take our chances. We do have enough bullets for 9 innings tomorrow, but an extra inning game would not have been our friend.
And then the last thing I have for you is obviously this regional started in game 1 with you guys kind of getting run off the field by Cincinnati. You've run off 3 in a row, but you need 4 to advance out of the regional to super regional. How big has this run been, and how are you guys able to kind of turn it around to this point to what you've done?
Well, I give credit to our players. They've had the attitude that we're going to go down swinging. And Will Ray and Jack and Merrick have been right at the center of that. But Stewie and Gunny and the sophomore class, Blake, I mean, they've picked right up on it. And then you got a guy like Jacob Burley. And again, Jack said it perfectly. These guys don't want this to be their last game. So we're going to come out fighting tomorrow, and maybe it goes our way, maybe it doesn't. But I know that Tennessee will have their hands full.
Last one.
Hayden, you and Josh, super good on the back end of that game, and y'all two were pumped up, whenever you ended the innings. How good was that to have that kind of energy towards the end of the game to win it, to help win it?
It was really good. I think the energy that I had when I came off the mound really helped the offense kind of click and really put together really good at-bats. Baseball is a game of emotions, and when you have that energy, nobody can beat you, honestly.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.